know, I found out my penis is 650 miles long on a map. So. She's trying to act like she ain't impressed. She's feeling it. You guys are silly. Man, so racism's a big issue, eh? Right? How about those prisms? They sure seem kind of racist, always separating colors. Yeah. So, I used to read a lot of books, but I stopped after I read my 39th because I heard red 40 causes cancer. So, a little food coloring joke for you guys. Yeah. So the last dude works out. Yeah. Whenever I go to the gym and I see like people doing like those one-arm cable pulls, I really want to go up to them and be like, hey, I don't think it's gonna start. You know? You check the gas. So, lots of girls really don't want to be housewives, yet they don't want to date homeless guys. So, like we should. I need like a drum, a rim shot in the back. That'd be good. So I got pulled over the other night. The cop was like, "Hey, you know, you got a headlight out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just haven't got it fixed because chicks dig motorcycles." So I went on this lunch date with this gal, and I accidentally told her about my motorcycle. And she's like, "Scott, why didn't you pick me up on your motorcycle?" I'm like, "'Cause I only take it out at night, babe." And then we went and made out in the back seat of my motorcycle. And it was cool. So, firefighters feel a lot of pressure to put out. Nobody talks about that. Yeah. We should be aware, guys. You know? At one point, I was sleeping with a couple different girls, so I wanted to get tested for STDs, but I didn't have health insurance. So I slept with a girl that had health insurance and told her she should get tested. That's silly. So I was with this girl, and she's like, before we like started doing it, she's like, "Scott, just to let you know, I'm not into meaningless sex." So as I was banging her, I recited inspirational quotes. At one point, she was like, "Deeper." And I'm like, "I'm already on Henry David Thoreau."
Yeah.
Man. So we got some daters? Some daters? Sam Smith, huh? Enough about him. Granny Smith, right? Gunsmith? I just feel like talking about Smith. Like Will Smith, you know? The Smithereens. Is that even a band? I think I'm just pulling shit out my ass right now, guys. I think that's what this is. So I was making out with this girl on the couch, and she's like, "Let's move to the bedroom." So I called up U-Haul. And I need a small truck. I gotta move to the bedroom. I know it's late, man, but this girl really wants to move to the bedroom. I used to work as a phone person at a suicide prevention hotline. And I know when the hotline blink, that could only mean one thing. You know? Oh, man.
I just recently asked my girlfriend's father for permission for his daughter's hand in marriage. Thank you. Because when I asked her, she told me no. Figured I had to go over her head to get that decision overridden. I was like, yeah, you said no. We're gonna see what the fuck your father has to say about this shit. He's the one bringing you down the aisle. Relationships are rough, man, especially when it comes down with sex and stuff like that. Like foreplay, for instance, right? Foreplay is supposed to build anticipation. And a lot of times, you ladies get mad at us guys for rushing into things. Now here's the thing. I don't think you girls would get so mad at us guys if you understood for us dudes, the foreplay has already been there. Okay? It's called us being horny. We are horny all of the fucking time. Okay? Like, now we're naked and you're still trying to prolong shit? Well, we can't take that kind of pressure. Girls are always like, oh, I want you to light some candles. I want you to play some music. I want you to slowly make love to me. It's like, I came after I lit those candles. That's not hot candle wax on your back either. Foreplay is cool, but only when it's at the right time, okay? For instance, some people want to use chocolate, strawberries, all different types of sauces and shit. Well, that's cool if you happen to have it laying around the house when shit's going down, right?
Right.
Well, what if you don't? I'm broke. If we did foreplay at my house, it'll end up being with ramen noodles and Kool-Aid. Like, I don't know. Try some of the fucking leftover meatloaf. Next time, don't suggest foreplay after dinner. We used up all the food. Jay-Z has a song, and in the song he says, I have 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. And here's the thing. I think if you have 99 problems, and a bitch is not one of them, then you don't have any real problems. Okay? Like, without a bitch, you barely even have a song. For me, I feel way, way worse for a dude if he was like, look, dude, I got one problem. It's a bitch. And I also have 99 other things I can get to later when I have time. I feel way worse for that dude. I am doing pretty good though. I came in here, someone actually complimented the scent of my cologne, which means I have successfully gotten rid of the weed smell. I was like, thank you, officer. It's called innocence.
Right?
For men. I love Michigan. One of the best things I like about Michigan, man, is medical marijuana. We have medical marijuana. It's legalized, and I have my medical card, right? And the first thing that my friends said to me when I told them I have a medical card, they go, medical? There ain't shit wrong with your ass. And I'm like, and you're right, and there never will be. I'm taking this shit for preventative care. And it is preventative, by the way. Okay? Like, have you ever tried to be depressed and high at the same time? This shit's damn near impossible, man. The other day, I was trying to feel sorry for myself. I ended up taking a hit of weed, and wound up accepting all of my apologies. I was like, dude, you need to let that shit go. It is not that big of a deal. I was like, you're right, I forgive you. I like to pray a lot of times when I get high. I do. I like to pray and get high. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. For instance, not too long ago, I was having a joint with my friend, right? I took a hit of the joint, passed it to him, and I started to pray. Out of nowhere, he interrupted the prayer to pass the joint back to me, and just like that, all of my prayers were answered. I just don't get high, I get most high. I get most high. I went to Cedar Point High, and yeah, I went to Cedar Point High. And look, if you go to Cedar Point High, I recommend the carousel. The carousel. Now, I never got on it. I just stand there and stared at it for like an hour. And then finally I said, fuck it, and put money on horse 3. Fucked around and lost all my money. The horse came in 3rd. It's alright, I'm gonna re-up next time. I got a hot tip on the jockey. Some people don't smoke weed, some people drink. And if you drink, okay, you gotta be responsible when you're drinking. Especially when you're out there on the road. And that's exactly why, whenever I drive drunk, I turn on the hazard lights. If you get hit, it is not my fault. I gave you a fair warning. And you shouldn't have been so close to the fucking sidewalk anyway.
I'm definitely gonna have to remember that one.
And if you're gonna be doing all this drugs and drinking and shit, you gotta be careful. The police might get you, okay? Like I got pulled over, but I got lucky because the cop let me off easy. Yes, I got a ticket. Okay? Yes, I'm gonna have a lot of points, and yes, I'm gonna have to spend a whole lot of money. But the good news is, he didn't kill me. So,
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I'm still alive, and that is worth the points every fucking time.
Every time.
He didn't put me in a headlock. I didn't get tased. Only thing he did was write me a ticket for something that I didn't even do. I'm like, you didn't even have to do that. That's how good the cop was. He could have just shot me, but he gave me the ticket. I'm thankful. I don't know about you, dude. If you ever do want to kill somebody, by the way, and get away with it, buy a sword and then go to the Renaissance Festival. Yeah, you could literally at the Renaissance Festival stab somebody in broad daylight, pull the sword out, take a bow, and then receive a round of applause. They won't think it's any different from what the fuck is going on in there. All you gotta do is have like a funny accent and be dressed up like Johnny Depp from either a movie or how he actually dresses in real life. It really doesn't. Now, I've been in the Renaissance Festival. Let me tell you this. At the Renaissance Festival, if you take a sharp item in there, they check it to make sure. And if it's sharp, they won't let you bring it in. So I thought about this. And if you want to go to the Renaissance Festival and be ready for some drama, what you do is you go to the location of where they're going to put the Renaissance Festival up about a day before they do it, and then bury your sword into that ground. Okay? Then you invite somebody there that you have a problem with, okay? Then you see him out in the crowd, it's like, hey, my lord. Yeah, you got that money you owe me? No? Shink, clink up, nigga, let's go. I challenge you to a duel. Fight breaks out, ching, 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 ching. He gets to drop on you, slice, nothing, because his sword's dull. They check this shit, right? But your shit's not. Ching, blade stuck into his head. Okay? And then what you do then is you take the blade out of his head, wipe the blood off on your cape, take a bow, and then get invited back next week to be a part of the cast. I went to the Renaissance Festival, and I had made the mistake of wearing regular clothes, which means in comparison to everybody else, I was the weirdest dressed person there. Like, I wore a t-shirt, jeans, and some tennis shoes, and got called a fag by a man in a gown. Then he blew some type of fairy dust in my face. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going back home to the future, because this shit's... I was born in Detroit, but I grew up in a town called Westland, Michigan. And this is the reason why I get along with white people so much, because I grew up with white people. I love white people because I had an opportunity to see white people at their worst, because I grew up in a trailer park. And I don't know if you know anything about trailer parks, but that's where white people are forced to live after they lost all of their privileges. And are no longer allowed to vote Republican. Like, that is... And I love that there people were nice to me, they were kind to me. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if they were nice to me because they were nice people, or if these fools just really couldn't afford to be racist. Think about it. You can't look down at me for the color of my skin when you just got your electricity turned off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can hate me for being black all you want, but at the end of the day, we are all the same color in the dark. My advice would be is to get your electricity turned back on first, and then be racist in your spare time. It's called priorities.
Right.
Now, if you've never been to Westland, Michigan before, now if Michigan is an oven mitt, Westland would be the hole that's like burned into the fucking oven mitt. Saying you're from Westland, Michigan is like saying you're from a trailer park located inside of a trailer park.
I'm gonna go trouble as soon as he's done.
And the only thing they do in trailer parks all day long, Jaeger and Kid Rock. That's it. That's it. That's it. I wasn't ghetto. No. Instead, I was a rare form of being considered black trash. Okay? Like, I drank wine out of a box, dated white girls who loved the street fight, and got taught about my African American heritage by wiggers. If you've never been to West End, Michigan before, it's where higher class black people and lower class white people both go to look down on Mexicans. That's... You guys. Okay, here's a true story. I haven't been called a good racial slur in a long time. I haven't. The best racial slur, the last time I got called a racial slur, this doesn't even count actually. True story, I was outside of this bar talking to two friends of mine. They happened to be white girls, just people I knew, no one I was dating. We're having this conversation. This dude comes out of the bar, sees us talking. He gets into his red pickup truck, pulls off, and stops and goes, what a shame. A nigger with two white girls, and pulls off. And this is why I say I don't really think that counts. Because first off, I was with two white girls. And secondly, this dude was leaving the bar alone. Okay? Like, he wasn't mad because I'm black. This fool was mad because his balls were blue. That's what was going on. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that wasn't racism. That was player hating. That's what the fuck that was. And you can't hate the race, hate the game. See, I wasn't dating these chicks. If he didn't let that hate blind him, he could have walked up to me, introduced himself to me, and I would have introduced him to one of those chicks, and then maybe he could have got laid, right? Right? But instead he decided to call me the N-word. I swear to God, after I heard that shit, I got so mad. I went home and fucked both of those girls out of spite. I did. I fucked them, and I did it on the Confederate flag. I did it. I had to prove a point.
No bigger pain in the ass than taking a vegan to dinner. I took my friend Matt the vegan to dinner. The only thing he could eat was the menu. But I said, dude, I'm going to order for both of us. I ordered vegan sandwiches. They brought these things. They look like a botched experiment on a number 4 roofing signal. I called the waiter over who looked like a chop. By the way, don't all these vegans look like shit? They're eating healthy. They all look like young Charles Mansons, you know? So this fucker comes out. I said, no, dude, you misunderstood me. When I ordered a vegan sandwich, I wanted you to go find a vegan, kill him, and make him into a sandwich. So anyway, but talk about school. Don't you all remember the point in your academic career where you didn't get it anymore and you figured maybe school wasn't for you? I remember so clearly. It was 4th grade, negative numbers. Mrs. Del Monte, she comes in, she says, today class we're starting negative numbers. I said, stop right there. We got a perfectly good set of positive integers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My shit's going up. I feel good. Then she goes, negative 4 times negative 4 equals positive 16. I went, no fucking way. 2 negatives cannot make a positive. That's like your girl saying at the outset of the evening, I'm not going to make out with you. I'm not going to sleep with you, but we're going to have a really great night. No, we're not. I'm dropping your ass off in about 15 minutes. Dude, I dated a homeless girl for a while. It was great. At the end of the night, I just dropped her off. Keep it simple. I was raised by my father. My father was a highly decorated World War II veteran. His message was his life. There was no bullshit. Ooh, snowflakes. No, my father raised me with 21 words. My father said 21 words to me my entire life. Get a job. Call your mother. Go to mass. Close the door. Are you drunk? Are you lying? Is she pregnant? That was it. I saw a mother in Florida giving choices to a 4-year-old. This should be a felony. She was like, now Dakota, here are your choices. You know what my choices at age 4 were? Obey or get hurt. That was it. Right? Time out was the time I was out. Parents, don't give me this shit about my child's gifted. My sister Mary Beth, she comes up, she says, I think Skylar, that's my nephew, she says, I think Skylar is gifted. Now Skylar is about as gifted as this mic stand. In fact, this mic stand beats the shit out of Skylar in Home Jeopardy every time. But I love Mary Beth. And I love Skylar, so I play along in this little game of family kabuki theater. I'm like, Mary Beth, why do you think Skylar is gifted? She says, he can already find Ohio on the map. I said, Mary Beth, Skylar is 17 years old. The only reason the little fuck can find Ohio is he knows he can score some fireworks to go with his weed. That's it. Well, I'd make a great guidance counselor, wouldn't I? And ladies, I'm sorry, it's always the mothers. What programs do you have for the gifted? I said, your kid? Oh yeah, we got a program for your kid. He's gifted in lawn maintenance and snow removal. Your kid is a fucking savant. Oh, no. So the election cycle's coming up. That's cool. I voted for Obama. Nah, fuck his politics. I didn't care about his. I voted for Obama because I figured any dude with the balls to run for president, whose 3 names are all on the terror watch list. Fucking guy's never gonna back down. Bring on Kim Jong-il. 40% of my country thinks I'm in the Taliban, dude. So I'm getting all the solicitation phone calls now, because I give money. Getting all the I can see it's because of those special numbers, right? So when I see it's one of those solicitation calls, I just answer the phone like my favorite politician of all time. I just go, hello. Yeah, I think you know who this is, right? Listen, I can't talk real long. Hillary's out of town. I got some bitches over in the hot tub. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Michelle. You can't be walking around here like that, baby. You gotta put some shit on. I got neighbors and shit now. Yes, we can play Thomas Jefferson tomorrow night. Oh, you're gonna turn on me on that? It's comedy night, not serious night. That's tomorrow night.
All right.
Guys, ladies, it's confession time. Every dude says the same thing. When you finally get smart and dump us. Because we're losers, we're drunks, we're cheaters, we got sexually transmitted diseases.
Damn.
By the way, I'm using condoms now, so I won't get that AIDS thing again. My brothers asked me to go to an AIDS walkathon. I said, dude, check it out. If modern medical science can't cure that shit, walking it off is not going to help. Okay, it's like, walk it off, Jeremy! We all say the same thing when you finally get smart, dump our ass. We say, my ex was crazy. My ex was Jodi Arias at a gun and knife show crazy. My ex was Nicki Minaj during a full moon crazy. My ex was Ellen and Portia at the Lilith Festival crazy. That's a special kind of crazy. Dude, you're wrong. Your girl was not crazy. My girl was horny. I didn't care business. She left. That was it, dude. So the first thing you got to do, you got to figure out where your girl is in her 28-day cycle, because she runs on a 28-day cycle, just like the moon. Okay, darker the moon, darker the vag. You're not getting any. It's that fucking simple.
Right.
Then you got to figure out where she is in the 28-day cycle. If she's in the bountiful mother part of the cycle, leave it alone. If she's in the despondency barren part of the cycle, leave it alone. It'll be fine. In fact, if your girl's in the despondency barren part of the 28-day cycle, when she says sit down, don't even look for a chair. Just right down. Why are you sitting in the middle of the Cracker Barrel? Baby, I'm just trying to make this thing work. You cannot fuck around with your girl's 28-day cycle because it's propelled by these powerful chemicals. They're called hormones. There's 3 of them. Estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. Ladies, do I get any street cred for at least knowing this material? Thank you. Because Cash Money Veritas, word straight up, the night I learned this shit, I really would have rather been watching Speed Week, okay? I'm just... And dude, it is the same testosterone that's coursing through our bloodstream. That's why when you went to kiss your grandmother, she had a mustache, okay? I went to kiss my grandma on her 92nd birthday. She looked like one of the guys in ZZ Top. It's like, Graham, if the band's out on tour, one of the guys gets sick, you're going to be getting a call. Can you remember the chord changes in Lagrange? A, C, D, fuck it, don't worry about it. Carrie's my girl. Thank you. Carrie's my girl. We've been together 13 years. She's a rescue. I rescued her from the human debris field of dating in her 40s. She rescued me from the human debris field of me. We love making love to you, ladies. I'm telling her I love her in different... Tell your girl you love her every night. The payoff is exponential. I'm telling her I love her in different languages now. I'm telling her I love her in French. I'm like, je t'aime, baby. This is sexy. Je t'aime, baby. Je t'aime. I'm telling her I love her in German now. Ich liebe dich. Which to me sounds like I like the dick. Like, ich liebe dich. I like the dick. Ich liebe dich. Ich liebe dich, ich liebe dich, ich liebe dich. Telling her I love her in Japanese now. Aishitimasu. Telling her I love her in Hillbilly now. Nice tits, cum cake. Get in the truck.
Oh, hell no.